so this area is going to have some stronger baddies here. So let's go ahead and get a group going. What do they have for pages here? Oh, there's one that I flagged in Goggehn, but we ended up not really fighting anything there. Like I said, I thought we were going to go deeper in the mine, but I guess not. We'll flag a page. Ochus are part of the Marlborough family. We'll flag a page just in case we opportunistically run into anyone. If we don't even do part of the page, that's okay. I enjoy the music out here. Very, very peaceful. This place is definitely gets a lot more sun, and it's just a lot nicer to look at than Pashao Marshlands. Also going to throw names back on. I was taking a couple of photos there for cover photos. We got copper quadovs, like the ones we were fighting in Badooks. Except I think they're a little stronger here. Crawlers, and you've got people's crops out here as well too. Basically, I believe these clusters of land and crops belong to people that actually live in Jeuno, so they just have their own land out here. Another Quadav. And thankfully we have a map of this place. You kind of have to follow the path and how it winds there, because all those mountains, you can't really pass through those. There's little points you can go through. Like, I think we could probably get in through here or up and around here. But for the most part, you just gotta go that way. And I'm texting and driving, so... Oh! Looky what we have here. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. This is why I'm glad we have a group. Alrighty. Provoke. And throw up a Banish 2 on... Oh! Oh, geez, I'm silenced. I can't do spells. We'll just jump to the other guy. Well, I'm not silenced anymore, so let's go ahead and Banish 2, the guy we were fighting before. There we go, he's down. Come on, provoke. And we'll throw up Sentinel as well. Increased enmity, increased defense. Yeah, back in the day before Trust, it was really easy to screw yourself over, because you could be quickly looking something up on the map or changing a song on your iPod or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. There's no coming out of this alive. Oh, and I'm just about to hit level 37 here, so we might as well do another fight here. Let's fight this guy. I didn't even strength check him. He is easy prey. In other words, not a big deal. And I still want my skill up, so let's go ahead and throw a Banish up. Look at that. Follow up with a Red Lotus Blade. If Pokemon logic applies, I figure this guy won't like fire. And I'm silenced. Seems to be happening a lot out here. Done. And we're level 37. And the best part about that is we have a new spell to learn. Flash. So Flash is a really useful spell. It like severely blinds an enemy, like more than what the conventional blind spell does. And I believe it also helps you to hold hate too. Temporarily blinds an enemy, greatly lowers its accuracy, and I think it does generate quite a bit of enmity as well, so it's very useful for Paladin. Okay, so let's give that a test. If I wanted to pull an enemy, Flash. And it casts very quickly too. Plus that'll be a great way to get our Divine Magic skill up as well too, because that's a move we'll be using a lot. Then you just got to remember to go back to your previous... You just got to remember to go back to your previous macro line there. Still getting some pretty decent experience from these guys. So just a forewarning before we get to Jeuno, there probably will be some pretty heavy cutscenes when we get there. There are some side story cutscenes, I think, that are triggered when you go into certain parts of Jeuno. And out in Qufim Island, which is where we're supposed to meet Lion, there's also, if I recall correctly, some Chains of Permathia cutscenes that happen as well. So if any of that suddenly blows up, it's just, like I said before, lots of content in this game, and lots of cutscenes are triggered by going into certain areas. And once we get to Jeuno, we'll be able to tag some more crystals and be able to teleport back and forth to Jeuno. So as you can see up here, the map forks off. So in the center there, we've got the Grand Duchy of Jeuno, which is where we're trying to go, and I'm texting and driving again. But then off to the east, like the northeast, we've got Soromog Champagne, and to the northwest, we've got Battalia Downs. I just hit a tree and we all died. So Battalia Downs is the route we would have taken coming from Sandoria. Soromog is the one we would have taken coming from Windhurst. So just to have an understanding of how all those paths eventually lead to Jeuno. Well, there's the gate. That's a good sign. We are just about there. Only took us, what, 20-something episodes to finally go to Jeuno? Alright, folks. Magical moment here. Welcome, my friends, to the Grand Duchy of Jeuno. Well, we finally made it. Who dat? Oh gosh, what's happening now? I say, do you see that? Joseph, you're drunk again. Go home. That a mother crystal? It looks like, but could it truly be? A giant crystal? This light, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Oh, there's Aldo. Aldo, whatever could this mean? I haven't a clue, Verena, but I'd wager it doesn't bode well for us. Oh, back in Sandoria, the royal family. What could this mean, brother? Is it some sort of omen? I only wish I had answers for you, Clitty. One thing is for certain, though. We've not seen the likes of this crystal before. This otherworldly light, could it be a visitant from paradise? It all began with a stone. And Mr. Pierso's shell effect wearing off, or so the legend says. Shh! Listen! Do you hear something? Oh, back in Bastok. Do my ears deceive me? This ethereal voice. It's coming from the crystal. The crystal is singing? The beckoning call of a the beckoning call of a fuck, I can't read. The beckoning call of a preternatural stone. I'll be damned if I know where that slab of rock came from or what it's doing here, but one thing's for sure, that's no ordinary energy it's giving off. In ages past, a sentient jewel, enormous and beautiful. No, I don't like the looks of this one bit. Banished the darkness. Its many-colored light filled the world with life and brought forth mighty gods. And now we're over in Windurst. I sense such immense power. This crystal harbors an unbelievably strong will. It would seem that we've got ourselves another troublesome situation on our hands. And so we face a most curious plight. What a perfect occasion for me to brandish my intellectual might. Oh ho ho ho. Oh, Shantoto, you're up to some shit again. Stand back. You must not draw near. Star Sybil. That thing, you must not approach it. It is not meant to exist in this world. Not meant to exist in our world, but that means that stone, it is... No, the horror, the pain. Love. Love will be the ruin of us all, Star Sybil. And I think we're back in Jeuno now. I think. Yeah, it looks like we are. And just like that, it's over. Like New Year's Eve fireworks. We hope. Bathed in that light, the world entered an age of bliss, until after a time the gods fell into slumber. That world was called Vana'diel. A crystalline prophecy. So this is another one of the side stories that we'll do later for Final Fantasy XI. Don't really know anything about it, but that is the starting cutscene. Just another thing we can look forward to in Mr. Pierso's adventures. It's like it's snowing. I'm gonna catch one on my tongue. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, it's over. What the? What am I doing here? Why, I could have sworn I just saw... just be my old noggin playing tricks on me again. I should listen to my wife and not drink so much. Yes, you should, old dog. Good heavens, this is no time for daydreaming. I must get back to work before the master beats me, scolds me. Aldo, was that? No, it wasn't a dream, Verena. I saw it too, plain as day. A massive crystal floating majestically and yet somehow ominously like a star in the sky. And yet, look at these people's faces, blissful and unaware, as if they have no recollection of what they saw mere moments ago. Not even a fleeting memory of that enormous jewel. And its many colored lights. Then there's this sketchy little kid. Whoa! Time freeze! Am I being punked? Maybe if I tickle somebody, they'll move. Oh! Did you see them, mister? The many-colored beams of light. Did you hear the ancient song? That was the memory of the crystal, the Memoria de la Stona, the song of ages past that heralded the birth of the gods. And yet, look at the townsfolk around you. How strange. It's as if they never noticed a thing. Or perhaps they did, but don't recall. No memory of what they heard and saw. Too busy trying to get to Starbucks on time so they can get to work. How curious indeed. Doesn't this make you wonder, mister? Aren't you troubled by what you're seeing? Don't you wonder what's happening to your precious Vana'diel? Every damn day, man. Like it or not, it would seem you've been chosen. Chosen by the echo of the crystal. Chosen for what, you ask? That's not for me to say. You'll have to look it up on Google. Sure, you could just turn and walk away from your fate. But if you care for the future of your world, seek out the Seedspall Lux, the Seedspall Luna, and the Seedspall Astrum. Oh, I've got a couple of those from Devoy, and I just threw them away. What are they? Why, the rays of light you just saw, of course, or what remains of them, at least. Raining down from the heavens, they settled in forests, marshes, and mountains. Where did the crystal come from? From what purpose has it come to our world? Open your ears to the echo of the ancient melody. And you just might find the answers you seek. I'll be waiting for you at Qufim Island. Bring the shards to me there, and we will see what mysteries they hold. Does your mom know that you can, stop time? And now you'd best be on your way, adventurer. It would appear that the wheels have long since been set in motion. By the way, you can call me Aldo. Young Aldo. You? Oh, I know you all too well, Mr. Pierso. Do take care now. How do people know so much about me and I know nothing about them? That is some bullshit. Mr. Pierso doesn't even have social media presence. Well, other than YouTube, of course. Alright. After that cutscene, we are now in Jeuno. So let's go ahead and tag a crystal so we can teleport back here later. Best part about Jeuno 2 is it doesn't matter what nation you're from. You can come up to these folks here and get your signet refreshed. Spend conquest points. Heck, while we're here, because I always forget, let's grab another scroll of instant warp. Just for the next time we need to get back quick. So Jeuno is split up into a few different parts. Right now we're in Lower Jeuno. There's Port Jeuno where the airship ports are. There's Upper Jeuno, and then there's Rulud Gardens, which is kind of like a higher end place. I think it's got like some of the government buildings up there. There's a lot of quests and a lot of higher end things here we can get involved with. Now looking around, it's quite a shock being an older player. Because Lower Jeuno back in the day used to be packed. Like, this entire area here. I mean, people are slowly popping up right now as the game loads the characters. But this used to be like this auction house here would just be like a mob of people all around it at all times. And it's very, very scarce compared to what it used to be. So now we're going to make our way up to Relude Gardens in the Bastokan Embassy. We need to talk to someone named Goggehn about our current mission. And we're also going to need to meet up with Lion in Qufim Island at some point too, which is an adjacent zone to Jeuno. There might be some other cutscenes too, so bear with me if that happens. Alright, Upper Jeuno. Oh, another crystal we can grab. So this is another area of Jeuno. Might be wise to hit some of the shops here too, especially the magic shops, because they might have a little more options for us for spells and such than the beginning places had. So different music in this place. It's kind of got like an upper class feel to it. Relude Gardens, Bastokan Embassy. So I think we can access that by going down below. So we just need to go around for that. So beautiful place here, beautiful architecture. There's an auction house over there as well too. I actually have many a memory when my old guild back on Diablos, my old Link Shell, whenever we were getting ready for an event, whether it was a Chains of Permathia event or something. We didn't do a lot of events, we were more of a social Link Shell, but we would usually rendezvous here and make sure we had everything we needed before we went out. So definitely some memories for sure. Good memories, but bittersweet, because one of the hardest things about being a returning player in this game is remembering all the people you used to play with, and that they're not really here anymore, at least not to my knowledge, and just missing those times when you had that Link Shell family, that group that you would do things with. Alright, let's chat with this guy here. Welcome to the Bastokan Embassy. Is there something we can help you with? Oh, it's you, Mr. Pierso. The administration gave us word of your coming. Unfortunately, the ambassador isn't in right now. You know where Delkfutt Tower is, right? No. The ambassador's out investigating the area, but I think he's coming back soon. Good day. Wolfgang. That is some boss armor. Why, Lord Wolfgang, what brings you here? I seek audience with your ambassador. Oh yeah? Well, he's out investigating Delkfutt's Tower. Delkfutt's Tower? What kind of investigation is it? I would ask your ambassador to avoid such dangerous places, or is it by order of your nation? Excuse me, is the ambassador in residence? Mondoro, what business have you here? Wolfgang, how have you been? The ambassador has a rare affliction, and it's time for a checkup. I say this to you as a friend. Keep a safe distance from foreign dignitaries. I've told you before that diseases know no borders. Every patient needs a doctor. Nationality and status matter not. More of this political bullshit. You haven't changed a bit, have you? You should take special care, my friend, lest you come to regret it. Advise your ambassador against these careless adventures. I shall return later. Good day. Well, someone's a Grumpalumpa. Well, I can't give checkups without a patient. Please convey how sorry I was to miss the ambassador and that I'll call again later. Wolfgang's the captain of the guard for Archduke Kamlanot. Say, I wonder what he wanted with his excellency. Hey, I know. You can go to Delkfutt's Tower and tell us how he's doing. Not too shabby for your first assignment, huh? I hear that place is crawling with fiends. Be sure to gear up in town. And don't even think of going solo either. I know you've served your country well, so I'm confident you'll do fine. Go get him, soldier. So Delkfutt Tower is out in Qufim Island, which is where we need to go for the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel quest anyway, so as I've said before, two birds, one stone. They've really set this Rhapsodies of Vana'diel thing up very nicely with the story stuff. Like, I'm actually really impressed with how they did that. for how not user-friendly this game was in the past, it's kind of a neat feature, a neat direction to see them do that.